their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Close enough. Music or no music, we're here. Good morning, everybody.
What a shit show.
That's the name of it. We should put that in parentheses.
Monday morning food truck. Hashtag shit show.
Hashtag shit show. Well,
good morning, everybody.
Okay. So I know we're joined with Justin with the Spaghetti Monster food truck. He also has a podcast. Justin, what's the name of the podcast?
Food Truck Monster Podcast.
Thank you. Also uses Riverside.
I think I listened to that before.
So we have our nice little list of media over here that is preloaded, and it'll let you change the name of them. But then it changes back every time you restart the studio. So I usually have the good one that we use marked, and I screwed up today. Sorry. I was too busy doing other work. But welcome, Justin. We're happy to have you. Some different perspective. A non-square user, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Easy Eats.
Easy Eats. Non-barbecue, which is even better. And we'll get going. Skippy, do you want to start the week? I know you had just a monster week.
Just go ahead and throw me in there. All right.
You're a host on the show. You should be ready to talk.
I am absolutely ready to talk. Absolutely. Let me wake up from my nap real quick. Well, I pulled a Josh. We're going to start off with that.
What about me?
He puts his thing back on, of course, now. I just want to let you know I pulled a Josh. Josh had mentioned 2 weeks ago maybe that he got a call that he was supposed to be somewhere and unfortunately wasn't available. I unfortunately got that same call. I actually put the wrong date in for this subdivision because I don't normally work Mondays, and well, it was a Monday. So I was eating dinner and I got a call and I'm like, no, it can't be me. I told the guy, can't be me. And come to find out it was me. So I called and they actually have a food truck every week. And today would have been their first food truck after me last week. That food truck canceled. So I'm picking up the slack and going out this Monday instead of last Monday. So I'm actually working today. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say something mean, but
absolutely. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm trying to be nicer.
You can turn over a new leaf.
No,
I didn't think so. Anyway, we had two subdivisions back to back. One was a bust. The other one was really good. I went midweek shopping for a lot of events this weekend. So I did 5 events in 3 days. I'm whooped, but
if you hired a couple people, you wouldn't be so tired.
Yep, probably. I mean, and actually I had, you know what? Let's talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Okay. We're going to talk about that. So I was scheduled to do a roadside, or my normal roadside spot in good old Brooklyn, Michigan. And I called in sick to Facebook and said that I was a little under the weather. And I was more overwhelmed than anything. So after I got done midweek shopping, I had a catering gig for 100 people, easy drop off. Shouldn't have been nothing wrong with that whatsoever. As I'm staring at a case of pork on my tailgate, they call me and they're like, these are hungry guys. And this was for a major garbage collection service. And so we got a bunch of hungry guys. We want to guarantee that we don't run out of food. So I want you to cook for basically 200 people instead of 100 people. I'm like, oh boy. So I went back and grabbed another case of pork, and I ended up cooking more meat than I have in a very, very long time just for that one catering gig. So I did that with a helper. We rocked it out in 15 minutes, left, and got positive reviews.
Did you run out of food?
No, definitely did not. The only thing, I apologize. We ran out of potato salad. That was it. But they have more pork than they know what to do with. For 100 people, I dropped off basically what equates to 8 pork butts. So I told them, they're like, "Are you sure we're not going to run out of food?" I'm like, "You have 3 full over-the-top pans of pork, 3 full pans of chicken, 3 full pans of mac and cheese,
So
and 2 full pans of potato
on an
salad."
average case, you're probably 64 raw.
This was 80.
So 10, yeah. So you should have been able to drop off
Basically
48
50.
pounds. 48
Yeah.
pounds, which 4 to a pound is 160 people. So
Yeah.
good.
So they just wanted to make sure they had enough where people can get both sandwiches. I'm like, you're going to have more people that don't want chicken. Well, then we had a car sale, which means basically a bunch of dealers set up at our local fairgrounds, and the local credit union that is sponsoring it gave everybody like 6 free meal tickets. So I didn't want to cancel that because of the big drop off.
How much did you get for your trailer?
How much did I get for my trailer?
Oh, it wasn't for sale.
No, definitely was not for sale. Once I dropped everything off, I was okay. I was fine. But I had one of my girls come work the whole trailer for Friday. I did not work once on Friday, other than just dropping that food off. Kind of felt good. So I went and got my brakes done because they needed to be done.
See,
And
having people is nice.
Well, anyway. So that well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about anyway. All right. So in the new trailer, so we're going to talk about problems too. In the new trailer, I have a merchandising fridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get a 12-pack of pop, I don't know, Justin, if you call it soda, but 12-pack of beverages.
It's Coke. Everything's Coke down here.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They call them fridge packs for a reason. Okay, call them fridge packs for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my helper decided to take every one of them out of the pack.
They'll cool down faster that way.
You know what else they'll do?
Roll around and fall out of your fridge and explode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. Yeah, so that happened.
You know what you should get for that merchandiser?
Oh, probably a lock of some sort?
No, they make those, like we got one, I think, last year. One of the little dispensers. So pop can dispensers.
Mm-hmm.
Holds them really nice. Yeah.
We use like metal chafing insert, like a pan.
We've done.
And we fill it up, like we know how many sodas go in it, and so we, after each shift or before, we stock it up full, and it's sitting there on the top shelf. So the whole thing will move around, but the individual cans won't like roll around and bust.
Just don't take it out of the damn fridge pack.
Well, then you get condensation from, especially when you get to the summer months. I guarantee you're going to get condensation in that fridge.
Okay.
Between plugging and unplugging, the box is just going to get soggy. That's what I'm saying. Like, whatever. You do you, Skippy. If you want to make things difficult, go ahead.
Difficult? You know what difficult was? Picking up 36 cans of pop off the floor and walking around like I've got galoshes on. Because, by the way, that happened twice. So I've now mopped the floor 2 times in a row.
You're good for the year then.
Thank God for rubber coin flooring, because if I had diamond plate, I would have sold the trailer. That's exactly what would happen.
Just a shop vac. Works great.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
So we had a big food truck rally the Saturday. More problems. So this parking lot's kind of a U-shaped parking lot, and they decided to fill in the potholes with crushed asphalt.
Okay.
Without compacting said crushed asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to put my leveling blocks down underneath my electric jack, and I put my whatever they're called and put in front of the tires, chocks, wheel chocks. Put those on. Well, it caused the uncompacting of said crushed asphalt caused the jack to slide off my leveling blocks. And
were you in service?
No, luckily that was before service.
Because that would have been way better.
Well, I'm not done yet. So I extended it as far as I could go. Well, for some reason in my trailer, when you extend the jack all the way, it pops the fuse. Every freaking time, it pops a fuse.
So it's like okay.
I have no idea how. Whatever. I just carry a whole shit ton of fuses now. I had luckily one of our food truck friends lived a mile away from the food truck rally, and had a 3-ton floor jack that I could borrow, just to jack the trailer up to get it on top of my hitch. So that wasn't fun. But it ended up by the end of service, because of like the generator being on the front and moving and vibrating, it buried itself about 8 inches inside this crushed asphalt.
Just
not cool.
I'm going to stop you real quick for a second.
Sure. Go ahead. It's a great time.
Mark Rasmussen says hello on the TikTok live stream. Oh. And Bernie had a comment on the YouTube. Says, pulling a Josh, that's the new slang for a whoopsie. Or you could say, I really Kunko de Mayo that one. Sorry. we probably need shirts. All right, continue.
The front says, I pulled a Josh. The back says, Kunko de Mayo. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Great. Please listen to the Monday Morning Food Truck Podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
So that was in Howell, and then I had the senior class of a local high school wanted me to come out to their park and lake area and feed them, and definitely had way more food. Probably could have sold more food at the food truck rally instead of just holding out, but it was a paid event. And then yesterday we just did our local fire department had an open house, sold about $500 worth of food, and went home and shopped for this week. So all in all, the week was, I thought I had my square up. I think we did a $12,000 week, which is pretty fair, I guess. And we're up.
How many year over year this week, or this year? I mean,
like 5-figure weeks. This is the first one.
Yeah. So better than fair then.
It's fair. Everything's fair. Because if it's excellent, like you can't go higher than excellent. Stupendous, outstanding, like what? You can always go higher than fair.
Good is better than fair.
Ooh, see, I don't know if good's better than fair.
It was a really good week.
It was a fair week, absolutely. Okay. We can talk year over year, but year over year I'm up like 45%. So doing good. Fair. What'd you do? What'd you do? What Josh's did you pull?
No, I had a great week. We're gonna start with Justin though. I'm gonna go last.
Oh yeah?
Just so I can show that it's not all about me. Justin, I noticed you're drinking Death by. Is that Death by Water that I saw? Or, what's it called?
Yeah, Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Do you sell Liquid Death on the truck, or do you?
I don't. I don't. I just sell regular bottled water.
I thought about going with nicer bottles or cans of water, but I really like making $1.85 on a bottle of water.
Yeah, that's as long as no one complains.
Yeah.
So we keep doing it.
All right. How was your week, Justin?
It was okay. It's real rainy.
See, exactly, right?
It was all right.
Yeah, we did $40,000, which it was a fair.
No, we did not. It was really the younger folks. It was mid, very mid.
I don't know what that means.
You're
not good, not great.
Oh, fair. Okay, gotcha.
Fair.
Exactly.
Any pasta mishaps?
No. The Tuesday we had a car manufacturing plant. We did 2 shifts there. It pretty much stormed the whole time. So.
Were they paying for it or?
No, the employees were. So they were coming out on break.
Which I'm sure kind of hampered things because of the rain. So.
Yeah. Because they got to come outside, and apparently they melt when it rains.
No shit.
That went well. Wednesday we were at a school, like a field day type of thing. They get their yearbooks. They let them go out, and we were really busy. I think we did like 50 orders, but they're middle schoolers, so they really hit our kids meal, our $5.99 kids meal. So
Yeah.
A lot of $6 transactions.
Yeah. Average check isn't great.
Did they do the kids no sauce pasta?
I do, yeah.
I'm looking at your menu. No, did they do that? Or no,
Yeah.
they probably did chicken tenders and fries.
I didn't offer them.
Oh.
I just offered the spaghetti, grilled cheese. Sold a lot of orders of French fries.
Yeah.
We did that, and then we have a mega church here that lets us set up on Wednesday nights. We did pretty good there. My employee, Skippy, this was his first test of running a shift by himself.
Oh, boy. Okay, how'd it go?
He did good. When we first opened, there was a line waiting for us. So I was like, I jumped in the trailer and helped him with that initial opening rush.
Yeah.
But then after that, I let him do it. So he did good.
Good. Yeah, this is my helper's first time running the truck by herself. She cleans really well, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he did pretty good cleaning. It just took him forever, but that'll fix itself.
It will.
Yeah.
One way or another, it will.
Right. That was actually his second. We had a setup kind of. I forgot what happened, but when they ended up canceling on us, so I was like, I need an emergency setup spot, which for us is O'Reilly's Auto Parts parking lot in town. So short notice, just kind of put it on Facebook. Hey, we're not going here. We're here. And that was when my generator was having issues. So we went and rented one from Home Depot. I dropped the trailer off at O'Reilly's, and I said, work this shift. I'm going to go get this generator fixed. So that was really his first time. But he had like 8 orders. So enough to pay for his labor.
Exactly.
That's pretty much it.
Let me ask you both this, since you both had this scenario this week. So when you have somebody by themselves for the first time or doing that for the first time, how many times are you looking at your phone every 5 minutes, or are you?
I had it pulled up constantly. And Easy Eats will chime when an order comes in, and so I can see it. I can see the KDS screen basically on my phone, so I can see exactly what's being ordered, how long it's taking. I can see him ringing food in live, but yeah, I had it constantly on.
Because I was sitting there getting my brakes done, I was checking it. But we were also running a tab, so I'd have to go in and see the tab first, see if that was increasing, because there wasn't a lot of cash sales.
Right. Okay. I can't imagine you being able to relax, Skippy.
I honestly, I was okay. She texted me like 4 or 5 times just saying, hey, we're good. Hey, I'm running low on mac and cheese. And we got back and I made some more. It's great having that freaking stock bot range on there. And we had people that were waiting just for mac and cheese and then like threw away half a pan. It sucked. Anyway, it wasn't all the people that she thought it was, but it's all good.
Excellent.
But yes.
All right. Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. Thursday we were at a private school. We kind of got shafted. A truck didn't show up, and then there's like a courtyard area. There were 2 food trucks on this side of the courtyard. Then there was us, and no one went over there.
Nobody saw you.
Nobody saw us. So we still did. I mean, we did okay, but we could have done a lot better had we been in the popular area. Friday was we go to a tap room every other Friday. They had a May soiree. There's a little side street to them, and the city let them block it off. And there was us and a dessert truck. But of course it rained the whole time. So
Jesus. I don't think we had a lot of rain this week.
No, it was pretty nice all week for us in Michigan.
I turned on the air in the trailer for the first time.
Yeah. But then part of the reason it was an okay week, I took the weekend off. So
nice. Weekends off. Jeez.
I've been having weddings and stuff. So
welcome to the part-time food truck industry.
Yeah, you and Skippy.
Whatever. I don't have a day off till June 3rd.
I'm gonna pay for it. This next week is stacked. So
Skippy, this makes up for all the weeks that you only had 3 things going. Hey,
sorry, we all can't have $1 million catering or standing catering gig with.
It's not $1 million.
Whatever. It's
only
probably the total.
100,000.
I was gonna say the total number is probably more than I have in sales right now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But you can't complain about sales and then not go out. So
When do I complain about sales?
I don't know. Every day.
I do not. Fucking
All right, I
hate you.
need somebody to go back to the archives and pull some clips of Skippy complaining about how things are slow.
There's a difference in complaining about things being slow and complaining about no sales. Ass.
That was easy to get you riled up today.
God. Whatever.
Yeah, what are we doing now? Mark, sorry. We got a couple more comments.
Go ahead.
JT says, someone say part-time food trucker. JT's also a weekend warrior. Largely.
Him and I messaged back and forth. I actually called him that. He's like, well, yeah, Thursday through Sunday. I guess you're right. Damn.
Mark, our buddy Mark Rasmussen, part owner of the barbecuesuperstore.com, where we get a lot of our stuff. He says, if it makes you guys feel any better, I lost probably $1,200 competing in Warsaw this past weekend. So it does a little bit, Mark. I mean,
true that.
It helps me justify not going. Yeah, we had a fair week as well. You know.
It's your turn now. Okay.
I mean, I can skip it.
No, I'm looking at Justin's food truck menu. Damn.
Getting hungry?
I want to go to your food truck.
It's a trip. If you drive down to Florida, you can make the detour to go over there.
It's in Murfreesboro.
Murfrees.
You said it right.
Oh, yeah. I did mortgages for a long time. Had a lot of people from Murfreesboro.
You get the old school locals. It's Murfreesboro.
Oh, just like it's
Murfreesboro.
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Exactly.
Louisville.
Yeah, I get it.
Everybody knows how to say it now after this past weekend.
Yes. Well, free Scotty. I guess as soon as that happened, there were vendors in the parking lot trying to sell T-shirts that said "Free Scotty."
I can't wait to see how this all shakes out. But,
yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Come on. What did you do? Let's do something. Come on.
Okay. We had a pretty decent week. Came close to selling out Tuesday. Our normal spots, Dutton, the insurance place, and then a subdivision. Our Wednesday, which when we did the schedule at the beginning of the year, we really thought this was going to be a solid lunch dinner combo. Our Ottawa County office, jail, administrative offices, complex, and then a subdivision in that general vicinity. Both have been really strong the last couple of years, and those are the only two spots from last year that are not performing at or above last year's levels. And of course, we have them every time on the same day because they're close together, and it's turning into a shit day every time we have it. So, not sure how much slack we're going to give them, especially the launch spot. I talked to a couple other trucks that are going out there, and they're having the same thing. So it's not us, which is good. I think they're just having too many trucks out there. So I think they're doing 4 to 5 days every week, a truck for lunch. So, and there is nothing within 20 minutes of there for people to go get lunch. But 9 people out of 10 aren't going to eat at a food truck 5 days a week. So that gets expensive.
Yeah, but you're in Grand Rapids. People got money up there.
Yeah, okay. You can send some my way then. Thursday we had that standing order. We were in Ann Arbor, over towards Skippy's neck of the woods.
Yeah. How was the drive?
Good Lord, man. There needs to be one highway in Michigan that isn't currently under major construction. It is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Did you go down like to 94? Or did you take to?
So yeah, Google ended up taking us 96 across and then down
127.
127 to Jackson to get over. It looked like there was an accident inside one of the construction zones.
Probably
past that exit. So
it's probably one of the construction guys.
Probably. So to precede our little Ann Arbor event with Etna, we had our person that has been scheduling these for us left the company. She moved to the other side of the state. She's doing another job now. So we had a different contact at the start of these events that we had to now smooth to make sure that we are good for next year. I get a email from a C-level staff person who I've met, have a hard time getting a read on him. On Monday, says, need to talk to you about the Thursday event. Call me on my cell ASAP. This is always an email that I've always enjoyed getting.
Yes. I love those.
Please. Shit! What happened? Did a bunch of people get sick on our last Thursday event, and they're pulling the plug on all of them?
Everybody.
Yeah, that was the immediate thought. So I call him right away. I'm in the middle of GFS, and he says, "Yeah, Carrie, the head of marketing, passed away last night."
Jesus.
Okay. So about Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. So yeah, he just wanted to make sure that he knew what was going on. He asked if we were doing tables and tents, and I was like, no, just food. But yeah, everything kind of got smoothed over. I think we're good to go. But the event went perfectly. We left early. We got there early just to make sure everybody was cool and happy with everything. Didn't want to have any extra anxiety for that event with anybody.
Has anybody indicated getting sick yet?
No, we're good.
Good.
As far as I know, we haven't killed anybody yet.
Better than last time. All right.
We did get notification that one of our regular customers in Nuevo also passed away over the weekend. It was
So, okay, I'm gonna act like an asshole. I'm sorry. Are you upset that he passed away, or are you upset that he passed away and now cannot buy food?
Well, you are.
It can be both.
It can be both. Yes.
It was actually an elderly lady, and she's the one that passed away. We did not. I don't think we saw her husband this week. I wasn't on the truck when we were in Nuevo. But we've had that happen a couple times.
She just died, and you expect her husband to come get food?
Still got to eat.
And yet I'm the asshole. Okay, go ahead. How was this weekend?
For some people, so we actually saw, I think it was a daughter of somebody that passed away, and they came the next weekend to get food because they came every weekend, and that was their thing that they did with their
Correct.
Day.
The next weekend I'd be fine with, but like she's not even,
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Everybody can finish that sentence for you. Don't say it.
She's still warm. You're expecting them to come get food.
Riverside, if you listen to all these streams for everybody, can we add a button? That'd be great.
Oh, we're getting canceled off YouTube for this one. Okay.
Anyway, so Friday was our distillery. It was okay. It was nothing great. And then Saturday. Oh, Saturday.
Yeah, let's talk about Saturday. I was excited. There was a good video. You shot a good video.
Yeah, the lighting in that place
sucked.
Oh my god!
I didn't realize it was going to be that dark.
Yeah, and it was that way the whole time.
Oh.
So from noon when we got in there to set up, that was that blue
black light, basically.
Yeah, it's concert lighting is what it is, and it made it hard to see our food.
Yeah,
like when we're serving stuff, it's like I can't see anything. But anyways, yeah. So we did a farm market in Ionia for lunch, and then we headed down there. So we were told to prepare 600 samples.
Oh, you didn't come close to giving away that much food.
How do you know?
Okay, did you come close to giving away that much food?
No, not really.
I didn't think so.
So when I go to set up at like noonish, Mark says, "Not even cold. That's cold-blooded." Jesus Christ. So I go down there, and I'm looking at everybody else's menus as we're walking around. We're the only truck that has a pork brisket option.
Okay.
Everybody else has a single item and a side.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well, shit. Well, we probably overdid it, given an option. This could slow us down a little bit. So we were doing pork or brisket sliders and then mac and cheese. And I probably should have talked to you beforehand, but after the whole trailer, not being able to take the trailer, not take the trailer, debacle 2 weeks out, we were just kind of spinning and just trying to get through the event. So we weren't sure if like the 600 samples, was that 600 sandwiches side combinations? So like, were they saying 300 sandwiches, 300 sides? Or was it 600 people were serving? So
I don't know. When I did a shit ton of food too, and yeah, I lost my ass on it. But
we didn't lose money for sure.
No, I mean not. Yeah. I only did 1,500. You did the full 2.
Yeah. Glad I did. So our best estimate based on buns that we went through, we did about 300 sliders.
Okay. Mostly brisket?
Yep, we went through more brisket than pork, which is fine. But I had a pan of 18 pounds of pulled pork that we didn't even touch. Mm-hmm. And the other problem for us was portioning. Like I can tell you how much a normal portion goes with our normal pulled pork, but when you have that into a slider, less than have it, I really struggled with the numbers, and I didn't want to run out of food, so we cooked extra. We'll know better for next year. We had a whole lot of mac and cheese left. That's what we really had a lot of.
Would you do it again?
Batch and a half extra of mac and cheese. So 15 pounds of dry noodles.
Would you do it again?
We will do it again next year. Yes, I already reached out to her. The response from the crowd was pretty strong. We had a lot of repeaters.
Yeah,
a lot of repeaters. A lot of people told us that we had the best brisket in the building. And so it was a good event. I think it was good exposure for us.
Yep.
We were definitely the best dressed. We were in our chef whites for the night.
Chef whites. Okay. Yeah, because if it's black, you wouldn't be able to see it.
So I mean, everybody else was in what you would expect, t-shirts and shorts and stuff. And I mean, it was a nice event, and we were dressed appropriately for it, I think. And I think it helped us stand out a little bit.
And now anybody that books you is going to request your all whites.
So for catering, we started that this year with the Etna events. Everybody has chef coats. So whoever is in the lead for the catering event, the go-to person, the point person, is wearing white. Everybody else is wearing black. So for this event, we were both, Chris and I were the only ones there. We were both wearing white, but so we're trying to kind of add some professionalism to, especially to our catering stuff, versus us showing up in
we do chef coats for catering,
ratty shorts, and even for like a graduation drop off now, we're doing chef coats and proper attire. So,
But see, I have a separate catering company. I mean, this food truck, we do some caterings, and most of the stuff we do is drop off. But I have a separate wedding catering company. So
most of our graduation stuff is drop off. But yeah, I'm requesting that even for those, just throw on your chef coat over your t-shirt. And
so are you buying them chef coats, or they buy their own? Or
yeah, I picked them up for them.
Okay.
So
like I keep them. I dish them out when we get to the venue.
Okay. Skippy has left the podcast.
We're too highbrowed with our white chef coats.
I know. He doesn't feel like he belongs. Twisted Street, Nick Lodato on TikTok says, "What were people paying for food?" So their ticket into the event was tickets in advance were $75. At the door were $85. That got you 3 food tokens and 3 drink. Mark says the show's better now. And 3 drink tokens. So the drink tokens, I mean, they were, for the most part, about a 2-ounce glass, 3-ounce glass of a sample of a cocktail. And then for the food options, should we let Skippy back in? For the food options, they provided the number one boats, the 1 pound boats, however you want to say it, for your sample size. So everybody was giving out the same sample size for everything.
Can you hear me okay?
Welcome back, Skippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my computer just like froze. So,
do you want to hear the comments after you dropped out of the show?
sure. No,
Never
I
read the
don't.
comments. Never read the comments.
No, go ahead. It's fine. I can take it.
Anonymous said, now the show is better. When you were in the lobby, I asked if we should let you back in, and the vote was no. So I think you need to stay, though, because I like having you. Especially this view. Why is your camera so low?
Because it's on my phone now.
Oh, all right. Well, welcome back.
Is that better?
It's much better. Thank you. Nick Lodato asked if people were paying for the food, so I just kind of went over the structure of the tickets. So the way it worked, Nick, was you could sponsor, like there's a full sponsorship where you are just donating your time and food. There's a partial sponsorship, and then there's just a vendor type of thing where they reimburse up to $2,000 of your costs. They don't ask for receipts. I imagine this way they're not paying for catering, but it's a reimbursement of a donation or something like that. I'm sure there's some sort of accounting tax reason that they do it the way they do it.
It's because you can't gift a service.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Reimburse up to $2,000. I imagine the majority of people do the straight $2,000 on reimbursement. I mean, there was people handing out, and this makes zero sense to me. There was people doing single ribs and cutting them on. I mean, like, how can you keep ribs, first of all, from drying out for that long of a period? I don't know. I don't know. We went stuff that we knew would still be the best quality possible that we could.
Shit, that's sick. That's six. I mean, if they cook the same way everybody else thinks, it's 600 bones.
I know. It's a lot of ribs.
Oh, I do the math on that. What's 600 divided by 12?
Some 50.
A lot. 50? Yeah, it'd be 50 racks.
Yep.
I've done 25, but that's it.
Yeah. Mark says how much for one rib? Yeah. So a rib and a side would cost you one of your food tokens. So 75 divided by 6. So another number, $12, $13 for one rib and a small side. But yeah. Oh my God, it doesn't rotate with you. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
I'm just trying to get a better spot here.
Sorry for all the motion sick people. So yeah, anyways, yeah, we would definitely do it again. There was a lot of media there. We had our picture taken a whole hell of a lot. Lots of pictures of the food. I have not seen pictures of our site anywhere yet. So we're seeing. I had asked Rachel, who runs the deal, told her what a great time we had an experience, and if there's a spot where, if they had a photographer, if there was a spot where we would be able to see pictures, so we can pull some of those, just for our media stuff. So, yeah, but yeah, it was a good event. So the headlining music act they had, Gavin McGraw, they structured it really weird. So a 4-hour event. So they had the first guy did some of his own music, a lot of covers. He was on the stage from 5 to 7. And then Gavin McGraw was on stage from 7 to 8. And then they had this other guy on for the last hour. And as soon as he was done, everybody left.
Yeah, place cleared out.
Yeah. So I don't know why they didn't move him back another hour and have him last. Probably
was it 5 to? Was the event 5 to 9?
5 to 9, yeah. So, yeah, we hardly served any food after 7:30. So, neither did anybody else. So, one booth ran out. As far as I know, they were the only ones. So, yeah, it was a good event. We'll definitely go back. And then, yeah, yesterday in Newega, we sold out at 1 minute past our closing time. So,
I don't know if that counts.
It does.
It
Still
does
sold all
count.
the food. Still
Not
sold
within
all
your,
the-
not within your structured.
So does that mean sales before we open don't count either?
Yep.
Okay, go and take away some of yours then.
No, I open on
Anyways.
time.
So someone walks up to your window 3 minutes before your opening time, you don't take them?
Josh, we're not talking about me. I'm my ear.
Skippy, I will take anybody's money whenever they want to come as long as we are ready to serve. And that includes after we flip the sign, if someone pulls into the parking lot and we don't have shit turned down yet, absolutely, I can take your order.
Yeah, like I said, I would take anybody's money whether I'm ready to serve or not.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
please
cash,
wait a
okay.
couple minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my week. We actually have a fairly normal week this week, which is nice.
I'd love to get to my week, but my computer's frozen.
You already
We have
did
a
your week.
we have a big food
back
truck
to-
rally this coming Saturday.
We're back to Skippy again. I'll skip you all the time.
You just talked about you just said I've got a pretty easy week coming up. Just wanted to say something I had. Damn. Fucking
All right,
angry.
All right, Skippy, what do you got for us this week? What are we talking about?
Can't put me on the spot like that.
You told me on
No.
Wednesday that you were going to have all kinds of things to talk about.
I did. I mean, I kind of went through them in my week because it was all the stuff that happened within the week. So let's talk spaghetti. Let's talk all things spaghetti.
All right.
So Justin, first of all, I don't like people named Justin, but I like you. You're a good guy. I was supposed to go into business with my best friend who's Justin, and that didn't work out. Anyway, now his wife works for me. What got you into spaghetti? Like, why the Spaghetti Monster food truck?
We started catering first as like a side gig, and the menu for it is primarily spaghetti and Italian food. And I just didn't, and it's kind of fancier stuff. I just didn't think that would do well in a food truck. So I kind of made a fast food version of our catering. And also pasta is cheap.
So
and
let's
easy.
talk about. I think we kind of touched on it last week, but when you say pasta is cheap and easy, what's your? You don't have to give away any secrets, but what's your method of either cooking or reheating or whatever you're doing with your pasta?
Right. So we use dry pasta. We have a big pasta pot on the burners. It's got inserts, and we have spaghetti noodles and penne pasta on the truck, and we just we cook them. We cook them all the way through, and then we have a steam well. We put them in amber pans, put them in olive oil, and they sell out faster than they dry out. So that's really not. I mean, we cook less more often.
Cook less, more often. Okay.
How hot is it on your truck?
Well, we're down here in the south, so we have an AC in it.
Well, yeah, it keeps up okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do too bad. I mean, there are days, the real hot days. I mean, it's going to be 80, 82 degrees in there. But I mean, right now we're having 80-degree days. It's like 75. I mean, it's pretty comfortable.
Really?
I need a better AC unit.
Yeah, we have a flat top grill on, the 4-burner stove, and then we have one fryer.
I'm surprised your hood system doesn't just draw out all the air.
I mean, it does. Now, if you're standing on the back end of the trailer, because the AC unit's on the front.
Okay.
So on the back, it's pretty warm, but that's why my employee likes doing the dishes, because the air conditioner's right in his face. So,
you have a mini split?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which seemed to be the way to go, especially for food trucks now, that they can put out a whole lot more cold air than the rooftop units. We were at 85 degrees on Sunday with the air running all day.
The other day, I went to rinse a pan off, and it was blowing so cold I could see my breath in front of the sink. It was 80 degrees outside.
So yeah, when I was having the trailer quoted for Southern Dimensions, he was talking about doing a mini split. He said, "Yeah, if we do 2, he said we can get it cold enough in there that you can hang beef." said, all right, that sounds cold enough. He's like, yeah.
That'll be
Said,
a
yeah,
good-
you all guys complained that it's too cold. I said, perfect, sounds good.
That'll be a good TikTok video. You just having your AC on, just trimming a brisket right off the front of a cow.
But yeah, so we do this. We do the sauces from scratch. They also go on a well warmer, and so when somebody orders a pasta plate, it's pretty quick. We're reusing dishers as portions, and it's somebody orders a penne plate. It's 4 scoops of a 5-ounce scoop and 2 3-ounce scoops of sauce. We mix it, plate it